I remember the song. This is the summer song of the Italian beach near Venice, where I spent most of my childhood. It was warm, it was upbeat, and they source of energy to me. And I must have been 5 or 6 when I started to feel something inside my chest. Like flames of fire that would push me to on adventures, to have experiences, to love the beauty of life. It felt as if the summer sun had moved inside of me. I had the sun inside all through my life, except for once. And I remember the time very well.
We have gotten the results back on the biopsy from your tongue, and it came back as a diagnosis of squamous cell cancer, which is the most common type of cancer that.
I don't understand. What did you say?
They're going to remove your tongue to remove the cancer, and then we're going to reconstruct that area. He's told me that he's going to take muscle from your abdomen and place it in your mouth, in the floor of mouth, to rebuild.
A few years later, I had a new diagnosis. I lost my lower jaw, and they used a bone from my leg to rebuild my lower jaw, my chin. Though I was very grateful for this second chance at life, and for the miracles these incredible doctors had done on my body, I was left struggling with my own image and with a lot of challenges. I had to start vocalizing again. I had to find a way to talk almost intelligibly without a tongue. You,
Che voglia vestire quel ragazzino tra 10 minuti. Povera Grecia, non sa cosa fare. Poi ha un'idea e con aria innocente dice alla vecchia: non sono capace di controllare il forno bollente.
And I was having incredible trouble swallowing. Even drinking a sip of water was very challenging to me, not to mention eating solid foods. And one day, I was in hospital, and I was helping my 2 children with their lunches. I was surrounded by a crowd of people eating lunch, enjoying food, chewing, swallowing, all things I could not do anymore. And they were chatting and socializing. I felt mad. I felt mad at life and my disability. I felt left out. And then I had to head up and go ahead and action for my side on the other side of the room. So I got up, I was very fast, and I was right in the middle of the room, and something happened. I met the eyes of another woman at the other end of the hospital. She was staring at me. She was sitting in a wheelchair. And actually, she was staring at my legs. And all of a sudden, I thought I knew what she was thinking. Maybe she was wishing she was me, and she had my legs to be able to walk as fast. And at that moment, something clicked in my mind, and I looked down. And I saw my strong legs. Oh my God, I had these legs. I can walk wherever I want in this day. And then I looked up, and I saw my hands. I had these very talented hands. And they can paint, they can draw, they can cook, they can cook, and they can touch and feel. And then I had this face. It's not the face it used to be. It's full of scars. But still, It's an acceptable face, but it can wear to all around and face. I was focusing on the only thing that was missing, my tongue. It's very useful when you have one, but if I don't have it, there's so much else I am happy with. Right at the moment I realized that I had a choice. I had the choice to focus on the only one thing I was missing, to feel miserable for myself and hide from people for the rest of my life. But I also had another choice, to let go of my disability, to let go of my shortcomings and focus on everything else I could do. I pictured myself in both situations and I decided that I wanted to be the happy one. I looked deeply into my life and I decided this could be an excellent chance for positive change. I decided to go back to school. I got an MSA, a Master of Fine Arts in Electronic Media. And after a previous career as a linguist, ironically, and as a high school teacher of English as second language, I became a movie maker and I gave a creative term to my life. I became a speech impaired 4 years ago. And since then, it's been a long journey through life. I remember the first day of my MFA program, I broke out in tears because I was asked to say my name. On the beach, one On the beach one day, I saw a little boy and the Down syndrome teenager catching peppers together. And step by step, I learned how to use my voice in a creative way for my art practice. Okay, so I'm teaching moving methods. Do you understand me?
Yes, I kind of. I got to do movie making.
Awesome, I understand very well.
She used to be just a regular teacher and everybody could understand her. But once she got her speech impairment, not too many people could understand her.
I feel inspired that I can do anything when Miss Clara teaches because she's a really good teacher even though she can't speak that well.
She strived to be the best she could and she started up her own business, and that inspires me to think that there's nothing you can't do in life with a disability or without one.
And if you have a disability or something happens in your life, that's not a problem. There is so much you can still do.